Right, it's 25 minutes past the hour. Good morning, and how are you? In case you're joining us, welcome to KBC Channel 1. My name is Samuel Njoroge. The show is Good Morning Kenya. It is the International Day of Persons Living with a Disability, of course, marked under the theme Sustainable Development Promise for Technology. Now, according to the UN, statistics show that we have over 1 billion people globally living with disability. They zero in and say that 20% of these are in developing countries. That notwithstanding, they go ahead and say there has been a pattern of poverty being associated with disabilities. That is because the society, or one of the reasons they give is society is not ready to accept these people, especially in developing countries. We still have persons with disabilities who are being hidden. We have others who are being chained. We have others who are being locked up in a room. And these are behaviors that we need to change. The Millennium Development Goals will be coming, will be up by 2015 next year, and we shall start embracing sustainable development goals. And for us to do that, we have to flow with our brothers and with our sisters. Remember, we did say at the beginning of the show, they are as human as you and I. Now, to discuss that and, of course, matters security and what is happening in the nation today, or what has been happening recently, I am joined in studio by two gentlemen, members of Parliament. Yes, they're members of Parliament because now we have a bicameral system. And we have to my directly opposite, I've got Honorable Tim Wanyonyi. He is the Member of Parliament, Westlands. Karibu sana mheshimiwa.
Thank you.
And to my immediate left here, I've got Senator Paul Njoroge. Ben Njoroge, who's joining us today. And of course, we'll be discussing all these things with them. Karibuni sana.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you. It's International Day of Persons with Disabilities. This is a day that should be very significant to everyone, not only to the persons with disability. Why do you think that is the case, Honorable Wanyonyi?
It's the case because for a long time, people with disability were a forgotten population of nobody had regard for them. Nobody recognized them. And for a long time, until 1992, when the UN came up with a resolution to actually declare that there should be a special day to celebrate persons with disability. And by so doing, we showcase the abilities that are otherwise hidden in these people, the potential they have that can bring out in the society, and show that these people are actually human beings, that they have rights like any other person. So by trying to deny them participation in political, social, and cultural development of any society, you are actually denying them their rights. Yes.
And that's good. Senator Njoroge, coming to you, how are we doing as Kenya in as far as embracing persons with disability?
Yeah, one, I would say we are not doing very bad as the situation is today, simply because you see many countries, like the system we have, parliamentary system we have, whereby, or rather the system we have in terms of leadership, where persons with disabilities have really been given a chance to participate in the national building. And unlike, apart from Honorable Wanyonyi, who was directly elected, you know, some of us came, although we came through political parties, but we have been elected to represent persons with disability, which never used to happen there before. It used to be like a nightmare, thinking even whether that would be one day realized. So I would say, and then again, you see, since the government came to power, the Jubilee government came to power, you know, we were not included anywhere nearer to procurement program in Kenya. The public procurement never considered us there before. But the president, when he came to power, President Uhuru, declared that we were also to benefit from 30% procurement in all government procurements. And actually, that's a step ahead, because our people, persons with disability, are able to have an activity and also to generate some income. Though at the same time, Joroge, you know, we still have challenges over that one, because you know, that is more like a joke to a good number of procurement officers. Once they see persons with disability in their offices, they take it as a big joke. And I'm sure me, Honorable Wanyonyi, and others in the system, I think we are just giving them a red flag. Otherwise, we are going to come up with departments which are not actually ready to give these chances to persons with disability. And we are going to share that with the president very soon. Very soon. So that they can really understand, and an action can be taken against the officers who are not ready to give chances to persons with disability as far as the procurement is concerned. Yeah.
Honorable Wanyonyi, when you look at the current state of affairs, you are representing Westlands, interpreted to be Nairobi, you know. But there are so many people out there at the grassroots, uko mashinani. Their story is untold. They hardly get the resources. They are chained. Probably as we speak, there's someone living with disability who is chained. Another is locked up. Another is being stigmatized. What do you think can be the proper solution to reaching out to these people?
I think the first thing we should do is create massive awareness that people with disability now, they have got so much to benefit from when they come out, when people bring them out. Because if you look at the Persons with Disabilities Act, it has declared that any person concealing or hiding a person with disability is committing a criminal offense, and they can be arrested and be prosecuted and jailed. And that notwithstanding, even the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability has also made a declaration that people with disability must be given an opportunity to participate not only in development, but also they must come out, children go to school, and also include in the credit system of education and all that, so that we all socialize from the earliest time possible, that children understand that when you are disabled, you are not so different from the other children, that a child is growing up in an environment that appreciates them. And we are looking at this as, sometimes people do this because of various reasons. One is poverty. And you find sometimes families struggle with a member who is disabled on their own without any assistance from anywhere. But now, through the various systems in the government, we are creating situations whereby there are help coming through the National Council for Persons with Disability. There are other funds that have been created by the government whereby these people can access these funds that can enable their caretakers of persons with disability to make sure that actually they can bring these people out and take them to a better place in a better environment, and also create accessible environment for all of us, including public transport. Because sometimes you find a person with disability, if I get on the road, I want to travel to go anywhere. The moment this public transport, they see you in a wheelchair, they will just zoom by, and because they realize that you are going to occupy a lot of space. Number two, you'll take a lot of time to maybe to even board the vehicle. So we want to create this awareness that they must give a chance to people with disability. And we must also create accessible environment, remove and eliminate and dismantle all barriers that will enable us go outdoors and participate in everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And I would like to shift focus because the two of you are legislators and you're leaders and you're representing Kenyans. And there's a concern amongst Kenyans, the trend of security in this nation. Some will say it's highly unreliable, very uncertain. We've witnessed quite a lot, especially the month of November. We saw Capedo happen, then later Mandera 21, 28 actually, then later we have the 36. We have lost so many lives. Today the dailies were giving a chronology of terror attacks in Kenya, or even alerts, and they've been 25 in number this far, this year alone, and we've lost quite a number of lives. What is the problem, Senator Njoroge?
One, let me say, I think one of the problem is our system, because I think at a certain point, Kenyans really interfered with the security system. And it made it very difficult, actually, for the security officers, let's say the police, in taking action as they used to, because of the system in the courts, how you got to prove that someone is really a criminal, and all that. And
allow me to interject, Senator.
Yeah.
When you talk of Kenyans interfered, what exactly are you referring to?
I'm referring when actually we were coming up with a new constitution and making of the commission, the police commission. Mm-hmm. At some point, we went and became too generous to criminals, not forgetting that we have international criminals, and thinking that Kenyans would benefit from this. It has ended up being used by terrorists, because without that sufficient evidence, the police officer cannot arrest. And the police officer cannot even shoot, because once he shoots at his own risk. Yes. Because we have seen them ended up being taken to court. Mm-hmm. And with that, what has, as a result of this, it has become an obvious thing that the police, after getting the information on the ground, they end up also benefiting from that information, because you give them the information. This information is not paid to them. They are used now on dealing with the criminals rather than dealing with the complainants. They benefit more from the criminals. And so once they get the information, they turn that information into a business, go and release that information to the other side, and they get money from it.
They get money from it. So basically, Senator, what you're saying, there's a lot of compromise.
There's a lot.
And there's a lot of commercial gain on matters pertaining national security. Yeah. And those are the structures that we're saying should be changed. Yeah. It will not take a day. Yeah. However, now we've seen the president move, appointing Honorable Nkaiseri, nominating actually Honorable Nkaiseri to the security docket, and the IG is out.
Move forward. But they halted the reforms